Which type of fat do we really need to consume? That's the question for this video. Okay, make this really simple and quick. The actual fat that we really need to be consuming is the omega-3 and the omega-6 fats. Those fats are essential. You need to eat them. Your body doesn't make them, you gotta eat them. Saturated fat and monounsaturated fat are not essential, which means you don't have to eat them. We do need to eat, though, the omega-3 and the omega-6. Now, our ancestors got most of their omega-3 from wild fish that they caught. Certain berries, certain plants have large amounts of omega-3. And some nuts, like walnuts, and even some seeds like flaxseed and chia seed have omega-3s. And that's mostly where our ancestors got their omega-3s. And most of their omega-6 they got from nuts. And of course this was before they processed plants into these rancid oils that are sitting in the grocery store. So really the best place to get your essential fats is from plant foods, right? Nuts, seeds, vegetables, even fruit has a little bit of fat in it, and fish. These are the fats that are essential. Your body can't make them, you gotta get them from your diet. And those are the fats that help to cool down inflammation in your body. Because when you have a lot of inflammation going on in your body, it creates a lot of diseases that we don't want. And if you really honestly just look at what people are consuming, or the types of fats that people are consuming, it's pretty much two things. Vegetable oils that are in the grocery store, soy, corn, canola, soybean, safflower, peanut oil. Those are the most common oils that are found in packaged foods, frozen foods, and then those are the oils that people typically buy and cook with. And the other fat would be trans fat, hydrogenated fats, and saturated fats. And I say saturated fats because the truth of the matter is that most people consume a lot of saturated fat, much more than what is actually required. Now, if you have an egg here and there, if you have a steak here and there, and if you have a glass of milk once in a while, that's not a lot of saturated fat. But if you're consuming foods like that regularly, then you're getting a lot of saturated fat. And if you get more saturated fat than the omega-3 and 6, well then you're pretty much screwed. Because you're getting a lot of the fats that you don't need, and you're lacking in the fats that you do need that are going to help cool off inflammation. So, a lot of people can lose weight, they can fix their skin problems, they can fix their hair loss, and all these different things just by getting an oil change, right? We give our car an oil change, it's time to give our bodies an oil change. So we need to start eating the actual oils that we actually need, that our body needs to construct healthy cells. Because when the cells are healthier, they can send messages back to one another easier. Just means you're healthier. Just make it easier for you to understand. And that's the way that I look at it. Right? Because we're wanting to put in the high quality materials for our body. Right? We want to give our body the best resources possible in which to construct a new, healthier body down the road. And it's only going to happen if you're giving yourself good nutrition, if you're giving yourself good high quality building blocks. But if you're going to eat rancid oils, and you're going to load your diet up with saturated fat and all this other stuff, you're going to be lacking in the things that your body needs to build a healthy new you. So, I mean, that's why I don't take this stuff lightly, and that's why we really need to make sure that we eat the right type of fat. Forget this low fat, no fat dogma. The fact of the matter is, when you go on low fat, no fat dogma, you're eventually going to start eating fat again because you're going to start getting hungry. Because, of course, the fatty foods are the ones richer in calories. So, when you're lowering the amount of calories you're consuming, you're going to get hungry. And the thing is, it's not a good idea to lower your fat intake more than 10% of your total dietary intake unless you're doing it for a limited time and you're trying to lose body fat so that you can get ripped six-pack abs. That's a different story, but I'm talking about long-term. I think it's not a good idea to lower your fat intake that low. I think you should at least get 15, 20, or maybe even a little bit higher percentage of fat, depending on what you need personally on an individual day-to-day basis. The important thing to know is that just don't even count fat grams, don't even worry about how much fat you're eating, but do worry, right? Do be concerned with the type of fat that you are consuming, and that's why I want to stress again that we need the omega-3 and we need the omega-6 fats. Okay, this is a scientific fact. This isn't just something made up or whatever. This is an actual fact. And we also need a special type of fat called GLA, gamma-linolenic acid, that you get from boar's oil, black currant, or evening primrose oil, which is a very powerful anti-inflammatory, which can do really good things for you. So, you know, eat your fish, eat your nuts, eat your seeds, eat your vegetables, and eat your fruit. And you'll get those good healthy fats, and, you know, cut out the bad fats. And obviously we're going to eat saturated fat once in a while from animal foods, but, you know, try to limit that. Don't make that the overarching part of your diet, because, again, when you only consume milk and meat and eggs, you're missing out on the other nutrients that your body needs and requires in order for you to be healthy. So again, that's where balance kind of comes into play, because a lot of people get like hardcore Weston A. Price, and they go, whew, you know, right off into the other direction. So be aware of this, and know which fats are important for you. Omega-3, omega-6, you need them. Your body can't make them. Start eating them today. Get an oil change and limit the bad fats. Completely eliminate them, and you'll be on your way to building a healthier new you.